Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a dog.
He makes a catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Yeah, and you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Looking to throw. It's Gage. A little screen to the running back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could any damage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Anger. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Northwestern right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive. right down the middle. That obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Gage. They're setting up the screen. Right midfield, he's got room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They try to go draw, but it's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Looking to pass. It's Gage. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. On target over the middle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The give to the tailback. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Gage. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Reads it, fires complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically tried to do work.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Armour. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Gage. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks.
False start. Offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Gage. He fires a bullet to the right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Gage. Fires to the tight end. Made a defender miss. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires to the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got enough at 12. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical 3rd down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Got his man. Here in the 2nd half. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Snagged in the middle. It's Armour. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Off play action on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. Touchdown Sooners! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because
there we go. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback. Just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Using the quick game. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Give to the back. pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think that's what you want to see. Offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Might be changing the route. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires left. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Northwestern wants to go quickly.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Find space on the right. And they swarm him under. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but
he caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Now he's looking to throw it. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done. And